Scot and Kara Sundlin.
I'm Scott Haney. Any questions? Are there any questions about whether or not I am actually Scott Haney?
It feels a lot like fall.
Oh, well, wait till this weekend.
Oh, I heard it's going to be like...
Temperatures are going to be in the mid-60s for daytime highs and 40s, like low 40s for overnight lows. Some towns are going to be in the mid to upper 30s by Saturday,
and wow,
Sunday
you look
morning
up
and Monday
and
morning.
see that haze that's coming from the West Coast.
Smoke from a distant fire. So it's great. But you know what? We're doing good compared to what's going on in the rest of this country. You've got hurricanes down in the Gulf Coast. You've got fires out, the wildfires out in the Midwest, out in the West. So we're doing just great here in Connecticut. It is a little dry. We do need some rain, but...
Well, hopefully that means you can all give a little bit more, because the Salvation Army says it's already starting to try and figure out what it's going to do for the holiday season. It says it's going to have to serve about 155% more people, but they think only 50% of people, they're only going to get about 50% of the donations they usually get.
Which is so upsetting, because it's all because of COVID-19. There's less
traffic. People not going to retail, and
yeah.
also people not having discretionary income. Some people aren't giving as much,
right.
And they're not going to the stores.
But the good thing is they instituted last year, they have Kettle Pay, which you can allow people to donate digitally with Apple Pay. Because that's the problem. I don't carry any cash. At all.
And I think, you know, it would be great nowadays. You're walking in everywhere, and all these places are taking Venmo. Even to go get a manicure now, they're taking Venmo for the tips. So it says you can text KETTLES, K-E-T-T-L-E-S, to 91999, or you can donate at rescuechristmas.org. But if there was out there and they just had a little picture of the kettlebell and one of those scan codes so you could use your phone to pay instead.
Absolutely.
I think for those of us who are using the phone, it would be better, because you don't always have cash on you.
I think September 16th is a day that we should remember, because we started talking about the holidays. We're talking Salvation Army, and now we're talking Hershey holiday candy.
All right. Well, the Peeps aren't going to be around, but Hershey's making more products.
Yeah, the famous candy maker is releasing at least 9 different holiday options for popular brands. One is, I don't know, Kara.
Wait, are you seeing this? It was 999 to text. Now it's 9 different.
Oh, you
9!
And you and your numbers. New flavor of Hershey's Kisses. It's going to be the sugar cookie kiss. What do you think? I like my kisses.
I just want them to be chocolate.
I just want them to be chocolate. I want them to be dark chocolate, especially. I love the dark chocolate.
Yeah, the dark
kisses.
chocolate.
Maybe
I think they do make
wrapper.
one. Yes, and I think they actually make some. They're hard to find that are stuffed with peanut butter. That's good.
Oh, see, no.
Like a Reese's peanut butter cup. But,
Reese, and they're going to have Reese's. They're coming out with Kit Kat products, a whole bunch of different treats.
Kit Kat I could see, because that's still in the chocolate realm. But
they're hitting the stores in October.
Oh, so there you go.
There you go.
You
so
can give out kisses for Halloween.
Yeah. Well, I hope
it's going to be interesting to see what Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure we'll be doing lots of stories about how it's going to work. I think you can be socially distant, though, because you can just put stuff on your porch, or you can stay apart. It's an outdoor activity. I mean, I know the kids are hoping to still have something.
I hope that there's a Halloween. I really do.
All right, Pringles is also going to make changes. It's going to change its packaging, and it's testing out some new looks. Let's see what you think.
Well, they're going to get rid of that plastic lid on the top, and they're just going to have paper, which I think is a good idea.
That's probably better, right? Because it's just more recyclable. So the move comes after a recycling group in the United Kingdom dubbed Pringles the #1 recycling villain.
Isn't that incredible?
I do like how
I did not know that
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's,
cool, the cans and how they stack.
Yeah, they stack. But I didn't know Kellogg's owned Pringles. Did you know that?
I kind of knew that because I used to work in Battle Creek, where Kellogg's owns everything.
Did you get your own Pringles?
I
know you got your own box of cereal. Did you ever get your own?
I didn't get my own face on a Pringles can, just on the cornflakes.
You never know what's coming.
But if you're ever in Battle Creek, Michigan, you should go to the Cereal City Museum. It's very cool. You too can be on a cornflakes box.
And Jamie, our producer, is saying that the Pringles cans are good to reuse to package cookies.
Yes, they're like little Tupperwares, yeah.
Well, we'll just go buy Tupperware.
All right, especially the small kind. It's good.
Exactly.
All right, so now, are your kids bugging you for an Apple Watch? Maybe you'll get them one, because apparently there's a cheaper version now. Apple came out with a cheaper version, or maybe you've been holding off and you want to get one. I don't know exactly how much cheaper it's going to be, but it's a cheaper version, and they say it still does most of the things that you want it to do, like track your steps and keep you connected.
I think it has a lot to do with guaranteeing Apple's continued growth in the future, says technology industry analyst Tim Bajarin.
Okay.
Well,
but they also put out a new higher-end iPad and some things like that. So it's always neat when they reveal what they're doing.
Now, this next story is amazing, simply because I did not get the coronavirus, even though Neil Patrick Harris and I are very close. because Neil Patrick Harris and his whole family got it. And as you
And
know,
you don't know why. Okay, so your 6 degrees of separation didn't work?
it did nothing work. I need to be near Neil Patrick Harris, but now that I know he's had the coronavirus.
He's been in quarantine. Don't feel bad.
Okay, so that's why he hasn't returned my phone calls.
Yes, he reveals that he and his whole family had the virus.
I can't believe his kids are that old already.
9-year-old twins, Gideon and Harper.
think
And
that-
they all contracted the virus earlier this
Are they
year. No
twins?
surprise, because they're all, yep, they are twins. And they said they all recovered, but they described it as not pleasant.
Not pleasant.
And it happened very early, like late March, early April. So that was the time where you really don't even know if you could get tested, things like that. But he did lose his sense of taste and smell.
Which is one of the key ingredients. Like that's how I kind of know that I didn't remember when I got really sick back in February.
Right.
I still had my taste of sense and still had my taste of smell. Then I went and got tested and they said I didn't get it. So, but I didn't lose any of those senses. So
That's
I guess
good.
that's a good thing.
That's good. You were so sick then. I'm still suspicious, but anyway.
Kim, hey, I tried to log on to Kim Kardashian's Instagram page.
You had to log on?
Is that not right?
Anyway, she's freezing her account, as are many celebrities today. Did she go to the Twitter too? Okay.
I went to the Twitter.
Anyway, a lot of celebrities are standing up and freezing their Instagram accounts, not posting today as a form of protest. She says she can't stay silent while Facebook, which is the parent company, spreads hate and propaganda. So she'll be freezing her Instagram and Facebook account. Hashtag Stop Hate for Profit. That's what's happening with some celebrities. You're going to see they put up this little graphic, Stop Hate for Profit.
Good for them. I think that's great. All right, the brand new People TV show airs on Channel 3 at 7:30. Have you watched at home?
It's a fun show and get you all up to date on your Hollywood ins and outs. So we're going to check in with Kay Adams and Lawrence K. Jackson to see what people are talking about.
Here's what people are talking about. It is the People true crime cover story, Terror in the Woods. It was a 4th of July weekend. Ari, a 46-year-old physician, and his 15-year-old son, Jack, were on a bonding trip through California's Tahoe National Forest.
Yes, they were exploring the rugged and remote terrain in the family's new Jeep when Ari pulled over to ask for directions.
Jack told me that, they had stopped, and all of a sudden he just heard these bullets.
What happened next, you have to see to believe. It's all tonight on People.